have William Miller, and he's with Willie's Hog Dust, and he's brought his hog dust, and he's going to tell us about all the different uses for it. Tell us about your hog dust, William.
Well, it's an all-purpose barbecue rub that all natural, no MSG, no preservatives, that you can use on just about everything.
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 And then we start over here with breakfast, and I know you don't put it on breakfast.
Oh, sure. That's an omelet. That's just got some onion, got some peppers, some cheese, and just instead of like a salt or something, you can use the hog dust as a substitute. It gives it more flavor.
Well, William, when you say you can put it on everything, can you put it on grits soaked in creosote and also chitlins?
Absolutely.
Then you can put it on everything.
And then what is this right here? You don't put it in your tomato juice, do you?
Actually, that's a Bloody Mary. It makes a wonderful Bloody Mary, just with some vegetable juice and the hog dust, and of course, whatever else you'd like to add to it.
And is it hot? Does it make it hot and spicy?
Depending on how much you use.
Oh, more?
Yeah, the more the hotter.
And what's this over here? This looks like an appetizer you might get out during the basketball games this weekend.
That is that's a sour cream dip. It's got a little mayonnaise and then seasoned with the hog dust. You could use that. Obviously, we have some carrots and some celery. You could use it with some chips. You could use it dipping wings or using it on a salad, kind of a dipping sauce. It's really, really good.
I've had that before in a show, and I think I gained 2 pounds because I wouldn't leave it alone. But anyway, what do we have over here? Is this another appetizer?
It is. That's a cream cheese log, and it's got some chopped green chilies with hog dust on the inside, and then we roll it with hog dust on the outside, and you can just serve it on like a tortilla chip, and it's wonderful.
And then we got something over here. Now, is that pecans or pecans?
Those are pecans.
Oh, I think they're pecans.
No,
but
they're
tell
pecans.
us what you do with pecans.
Those are seasoned with the hog dust and then just roasted in the oven. You can just do those at home very, very easy, and they're fabulous.
Now, the recipes, are they somewhere where we can find them to learn how to do all this stuff?
They are. I try to put them on the website as I try them. It's www.willieshogdust.com. I've got a recipes tab that you could click on and then check out all the recipes.
William, I spend quite a bit of time at Edisto Beach. I love South Carolina seafood. You've got some shrimp and you've got some crab cakes. Now, you're telling me you put hog dust on seafood?
Absolutely. Absolutely. Those are just boiled shrimp. Instead of using the other stuff, you put the hog dust in the water and boil them. Crab cakes, instead of a Creole seasoning, you can throw them on. Those are some blackened scallops, just seasoned with the hog dust. And that is actually a salmon fillet that's been smoked with the hog dust. So, yes. Oh, I forgot about the fried oysters, with the oysters, and that's a homemade remoulade sauce with the hog dust.
The hog dust is in your sauces,
Oh,
too.
absolutely, in the remoulade and in the cocktail sauce.
Okay, the all-American dish is the hamburger itself, and the youngsters and adults alike, we always enjoy the hamburgers, and I imagine you cover the burgers with hog dust, don't you?
You guessed it right. That's just hog dust. You could mix it in with the ground beef if you wanted to, or you can just put it on the outside, both sides. Throw it right on the grill.
Well, South Carolina is very large in the poultry industry. We have a large number of growers, a large number of birds, but we've got one bird here that didn't make it today. Tell us about this bird, because you cooked it on the grill in an unusual way.
I did. I actually coated it with a little bit of olive oil, covered it in hog dust, and threw it on the smoker. It's wonderful.
And I can tell you like olive oil because you've got some fresh South Carolina vegetables along with a big old piece of beef.
Yeah, yep. Olive oil does so well on pretty much everything. That's the zucchini and squash coated with a little olive oil, seasoned with the hog dust, and that's a bone-in ribeye. Same way, just a little bit of olive. It helps the hog dust bind to whatever it is that you're cooking, so it won't fall off.
And it's really good on South Carolina certified vegetables and meat, right?
Oh, absolutely. That's wonderful.
Makes it
it's
best.
just wonderful.
Well, Jackie, we've got some pork over here.
We sure do. Tell us about the pork.
That's just a grocery store bought Boston butt. Again, a little bit of olive oil to help the hog dust. Go ahead.
I'm going to taste it. I'm going to taste it. I know it.
A little bit of olive oil and the hog dust helps it stick, and then that was 12 hours on a smoker.
Very good, very good. And of course, a big old rack of ribs, and those are dry ribs.
Those are dry ribs. No sauce there.
Now the corn doesn't have your rub on it. It's just there for show, right?
No, it's got the rub on it. We boil it like you normally would, and then take the butter, and then add the hog dust to the butter, and then you kind of roll it in there and just go to town.
That's amazing, William. It really is.
Well, when you talk about South Carolina seafood, you got a whole stick of shrimp right here, and a crab that I don't believe came out of South Carolina. If that crab came from South Carolina waters, I'm leaving the state.
I don't think it did, but those are shrimp that are just, again, a little bit of olive oil coated with the hog dust and then cooked on the grill. And those crab legs are just boiled or steamed, and then season it with the hog dust, and it just adds so much flavor.
And William, when we go to the movies in South Carolina, we've got popcorn now. You telling me that we put hog dust on popcorn?
Oh yeah, it really, I keep saying it's wonderful. It's wonderful. That's, you just pop your popcorn, take a little bit of butter, and then put the hog dust in the butter, and then throw it on your popcorn and toss it until it gets covered.
Jackie, we've got to complete it. We got to complete this meal with a good dessert.
There's no way there's hog dust on top of those brownies, William. No.
It's not on top. It's in it. And yes, there's hog dust in the brownies.
In the brownies. That is amazing, all the different ways that you can use your hog dust. You don't need any other spices or salt or anything, do you?
You don't. Your only limitation is your imagination. So
I can see that, and your imagination is wild.
And I know we've got some people that probably like to find out more about hog dust, some information on it. I understand you've got a website that contains some excellent recipes involving South Carolina products and how this hog dust can be used.
Absolutely. It's www.willieshogdust.com. Obviously, I've got a recipe section where you can go and look at all the recipes that I've tried. And if you try it on something that I don't have, send it to me and I'll stick it on the internet.
Very good. Well, William, appreciate you visiting with us here on Making It Grow. And you come back anytime you want to and bring this wide selection of food. I know that Team Making It Grow will certainly help you at the end of the program tonight and make sure you don't carry any back home with you.
Anytime. Thank you for having me.